I am not one to typically do New Year resolutions, and if I do pick a New Year resolution, I'm not one that usually sticks to it like I should. I decided this year I would do a New Year resolution, and I actually thought of it way earlier than this year. I started thinking about it in November. I was like, all right, we're just gonna take a break from social media, and maybe for New Year's we can just like eliminate it for the most part. Not totally, because I do have family that the only way I'm able to contact them is through different forms of social media. But I was like, let's clean up the YouTube. I had like 625 subscriptions. So I was like, let's go ahead and just start cleaning up this YouTube and maybe trying to drastically change, for one, the amount of content I consume, and two, the type of content I consume. So way back then, I decided to unsubscribe to a few people just off the bat, and now I'm going through trying to unsubscribe from some others in this very moment that you see, and I am not able to do that because I like all these people. I like all of them, and yes, 620 something seems like a lot, but the grand scheme of things, on the scale that is YouTube, that's really not a lot. I mean, if I was subscribed to everyone, that would be a lot. But I ended up changing my mind and not following through with what I originally intended, which brings me to following through with things I start, or finishing what I start, because I have a lot of things that I have started and never finished. So that can be crafting things, or even going through a pile of laundry, just making sure to have the intention to finish everything quicker, to do the things that I enjoy doing. All of these things that I have started and not finished, that is something I need to make sure that I am doing this year, finishing what I start, not only arts and crafts stuff, but little things here and there, like I might say, oh, I'll get to those dishes in just a moment. That laundry can wait just a second until I go do this, or yada yada. But instead of doing that, I'm going to try and do things a whole lot quicker so that I actually have more time to do the things I love and not leave so many things left unfinished. These are so many unfinished projects that I have just hanging out. The final point of my video is going to be trying to make sure I keep up with routines a little bit better than I have in the past. I am a December Sagittarius, so when I see a schedule or a routine or something written out on paper, I don't know, it gives me anxiety, and I'm like, can we not do what's on the list? Can we do something else? So, to try and be a little bit better when it comes to schedules, especially for important things like taking my medication, which I often neglect. I always forget to take my medicine, so I'm going to try and get into a better habit of doing that. Also going to try and get into a better habit of making a smoothie almost every day. I wanted to say every day, but I knew I was not going to commit to that at this point in time. But almost every day, I always have everything I need to make homemade and fresh smoothies. So I want to try and commit to making a smoothie every other day, and then hopefully the goal being making a smoothie every day, or some sort of shake, or just something that is really a good habit to include in a daily routine. So here is the TLDR version. My New Year resolutions this year. I'm going big or going home. I don't normally do them, but this year I picked 3. And to recap on what those 3 items are, it is cleaning up my social media, like who I follow, the type of content I consume, and trying to keep good vibes fluent throughout. Then the second one is finishing things that I start. And then the third one is getting better at keeping up with routines and schedules and all that good stuff. But that is the end of this video. I hope everyone enjoyed. I am signing out until next time. I hope you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful new year, all that good stuff. Peace.